Hey traders, investors, Serge Berger here. We've had some great freaking trades in Facebook so far this year, and I think another one's setting up here right now. So let's have a look at Facebook. First of all, a little bit of perspective. You can see since 2012, since the IPO there, what was that? I guess it was May 2012. We continue to trade more or less within this range. Or at least the uptrending channel, I should say. But you can see we're once again at the upper end of that range. Now, again, doesn't mean we can't push higher through a multi-month lens, but I think through the multi-week nearer term lens, we are quite overbought here. And as you guys know, I'm all about the rate of change, and this to me seems to be fairly unsustainable in the near term. Let's have a look at what this looks like on the near term chart. You can see for one, Facebook quite overextended above its 200-day moving average at the moment. That's this red line. We continue to hold that line, and that's good. And again, until that ever breaks, if it ever does, this stock continues to be a buy on the dip. However, what's more concerning here is the near term, and you can see, for example, we had a great trade to the short side for Clubhouse members here in February when we had a strong and very visually obvious bearish reversal. We don't have that quite yet here, but what we do have is basically an unsustainable rate of change move off those lows in early February, and that really is my concern here. If you look at this a little bit more closely, 8 and 21-day moving averages, we actually, as I'm recording this, are just barely piercing below the 8-day moving average. That's this blue line. That would be the first time we're closing below there since early March, or I guess the second week of March. So I'm watching that pretty closely. So also what I want to show you guys is basically if you were to go over to the options table, which is there's a lot to be read on the options table. So I'm going to quickly show you guys this. So basically what's kind of interesting here is that, and I talk about this a lot in my courses, teaching people how to actually appropriately use use options. What you can see here, this is Facebook, right? And at the bottom here, you have implied volatility. Now, what's interesting, the stock, of course, has been moving higher, but so too has implied volatility since let's call that the second week of March, right? So even though the stock has been trending higher since, although it's been toppy, we've seen implied volatility start to slowly curl higher, and that tends to be or can be a somewhat of a leading indicator sign. So I wanted to just kind of share that with you guys of what's going on. So to me, there's a couple of potential trades setting up here. Again, I'm not expecting this stock to completely fall apart, but I would suspect that a move back into that 105 area, I should say 105 area, is probably not too far out. Again, it's a stock that's been struggling over the past few days. Implied volatility has been slowly going up, so there's a couple trades one can do here. One can either start selling out of the money call spreads, which are still quite attractive, or you can buy some cheap put spreads and see if the stock can push a little bit lower. Of course, the more breathing you'll be giving yourself if you sell some out of the money call spreads. And so that's kind of what I'm looking at here in Facebook, guys. I hope this makes sense. Any questions, as always, please let me know. Please do like the video, guys. Please like the video. That's how I move up in the YouTube ranks. Really, really important. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.